Hi, you're on to with the electronic technician. This is just an advice for anyone that has one of this. If ever that you got into an accident that deal with any sort of liquid, maybe you go into a trench, a canal, a pool, anything that is going to submerge this thing into water. This is just an advice to prevent your repair costs from going up. Because if you're going to try to repair it after then, it's going to be costly. Now, first thing, you don't try to start this bike. However, get your keys out. Don't twist this torque accelerator. That's the worst thing you're going to do. As soon as you twist this torque accelerator, this control is going to want to send power to the motor. That's a big no-no. That's water and electricity does not mix. However, if this back half of the bike coming straight down to the battery is being submerged under water, be sure your motor is going to get water inside. If the front half of the bike has been submerged in water, not the back, there's a possibility that you're going to save your motor. However, these motors are not really that cheap. They're a little pricey. Most likely advice is to get into this area here. There's a few screws at the bottom. You take off the cover. This is the cover. And you get into this area here. And what you're going to want to do is try to disconnect this particular cable. This cable is the most coarsest wires. It's going to be a red and a black with whatever color it's going to be in this shape. All of them have the same shape. There's a little latch here. You just press on it and you release it. This is going to disconnect. This is the main disconnection of disconnecting the battery from the control. That's just an advice. That's the first thing you have to do if ever yours is being submerged completely in underwater. Now, the second thing is you'll need to get someone with the knowledge of removing this wheel and get the water out. That's a difficult task. If you're not capable of doing this, don't do it. Get it to a technician, as to myself or anyone that has the knowledge of dealing with these PLC motor. These are three-phase motor and they're very dangerous. If you try to literally get them apart, you could get your fingers squished under here. These are neodymium N52 magnets and they will do harm. They're really strong. However, this, as you can see, corrosion has already started and the magnets start breaking apart. It's undermined, the water is undermining the magnets, and this is going to start come off by itself. Even by literally, if you get this to work again, this magnet is going to want to come out. This is how corrosion starts. This is a few days, maybe a week or two with water in the motor. This is a no fix. So the first thing you want to do is get that control box disconnect. Do not twist the torque and get your bike somehow in the sun, somewhere that you could get to dry off the water. And the earliest you could get someone to literally get this wheel checked, the more likely there's a possibility you may be able to save this. That's for liquid damage. If ever you get into a pool accident or a trench or whatever and this bike is being submerged. Just an advice.